Good evening. Chukma. Sahochafoet. My name is John Herrington. Chickasaw. I'm a member of the great unconquered and conquerable Chickasaw Nation. Governor. There you go. No, it's my pleasure to be here. Thank you so much, Bill. For those of you who don't know, Bill is the expert on Oklahomans in space. And I was fortunate that Bill put me on the cover of his book. So I've known Bill for many years, and I'm very thankful that he honored me with an introduction this evening. My thanks to the Oklahoma Hall of Fame, to the Board of Directors, Governor Anna Tubby. Thank you so much for Shannon and your staff. Fabulous job. Thank you for what you do for the state of Oklahoma and for having me here this evening. I appreciate that very much. Bart, Shannon, fabulous job. You're awesome. I'm honored and humbled to be inducted alongside such noble Oklahomans as Gray and JC, Steve, James, Tricia, John, and Chief Wright. They represent the best of what Oklahoma has to offer and an inspiration to past, present, and future generations. It is indeed humbling to be included among you. When I retired from NASA and the Navy in 2005, I was asked to write an article for Oklahoma Today magazine. And they wanted me to talk about my impressions of Oklahoma from space and the red dirt. And I said, sure, I'd love to do it. But the reality is, it's not red from space. And it's blues and greens, it's the trees, the Washitas and Wichitas are very obvious, but it's not red. But we all know it's red. You know, we've all traveled the roads of Oklahoma, we've turned the dirt with a shovel, we've watched the rising waters of the Canadian rivers and the Red River, very much red, right? If it's red, it's the Sahara or the outback of Australia. But I started thinking, it's a good metaphor for the people of Oklahoma, the red earth of Oklahoma. This idea that, do we really know who we are in Oklahoma? People outside of Oklahoma don't necessarily know who we are. But we do. We're hardworking, we're friendly, we're caring people that will give you the shirt off our back. We care about our neighbors, and we want to make a difference in the world. Each of my fellow inductees are those kind of people, and I'm honored to be included with them. That's what it means to be an Oklahoman. To get to know the red earth of Oklahoma or the quality of those that live here, come on down, travel the back roads, look beneath the surface, and you will learn who we are. My ancestors came here in two different ways. My great-grandmother, Lydia Johnson, came from Arkansas at the turn of the 20th century. My other great-grandmother, Bina Underwood, was born into the great unconquered and conquerable Chickasaw Nation in Pontotoc County. My grandfather, Robert Herrington, turned the earth of Oklahoma with a bulldozer. My dad said he probably built pretty much every farm pond in Hughes County. My grandfather, Cub Obishan Owens, was a diesel mechanic like no other, and he kept the oil flowing through a small pump station south of Wetumka. And they taught me what it was to have hard work and ethics. And my parents, Jim and Joyce Herrington, I love you guys very much. They're over here. They taught me if I wanted to make something of myself, I had to work hard for it. But I had to figure out what it was going to be. I'm incredibly thankful to my brother Jim, my sister Jennifer and her family are here, and Joe, my brother's wife. My daughters Jessica and Amanda, I love you more than you'll ever know. My daughter Amanda couldn't make it, but my daughter Jessica is here as well. And I'm thankful to be your father, and I'm very proud of both of you. My cousin Becky, Gloria, my friend Joe, James, a lot of folks that are here, my friends and family, my coworkers, Chickasaw Nation, thank you so much for being here. Each of us can reflect on people that have made a difference in our lives and have really encouraged us to be the best we can be. In a lot of cases, many of us have lost people in our lives that are not here. And I'm very thankful that my late wife is here in spirit and that she can share in this as well. But once again, it's an incredible honor for me. Thank you so much for having me here. Have a nice evening.